The Bhūtaḍāmara Tantra, Chapter 23. Next follows the chapter from the great sovereign Bhūtaḍāmara Tantra that contains detailed instructions on the sadhanas of the 8 Bhūtas. Their mantras are Aparājita Om hrīḥ, Ajita Om hum, Pūraṇa Om hrīḥ, Āpūraṇa Om hum, Śmaśānādhipati Om śrūṃ, Kuleśvara Om hrīḥ, Bhūteśvara Om hum, Kiṃkarottama Om āṃ. The sadhana of the Bhūta Aparājita. One should recite the mantra in front of Vajrapāṇi 100,000 times. This constitutes the preliminary practice. Then, on the full moon day, one should prepare an elaborate puja and offer cooked white rice, curds, molasses, and milk as prescribed. Burning bdellium incense, one should recite all night. Aparājita is certain to arrive at dawn. If he does not arrive, he will die right then. Once he arrives, he will request orders, saying, "What can I do?" The practitioner should reply, "Please be my servant." From then on, he will perform the duties of a servant. He will offer the kingdom of the Vijayadaras and will eliminate all one's enemies. He will even bring the goddess Śashi and offer her. Taking the practitioner upon his back, he will carry him to the realm of the gods, where he will bestow upon him the status of Indra. The practitioner will live for 7 eons. The Sadhana of Ajita. Standing in front of a chaitya, one should recite the mantra 1008 times at night for 7 days. On the 7th day, one should prepare an elaborate puja and offer bali. Burning bdellium incense, one should recite the mantra. Ajita is certain to arrive at the end of the recitation. He will say, "Hey, practitioner, what can I do for you?" The practitioner should reply, "Please be my servant." Ajita, taking him upon his back, will carry him around the 4 continents. Furthermore, he will give him a kingdom. The practitioner will live 1,000 years. The sadhana of Pūraṇa. One should go to a temple of Vajradhara and recite the mantra 1008 times for 7 days. On the 7th day, one should prepare an elaborate puja and offer cooked white rice and curds as prescribed. One should recite the mantra until midnight, when Pūraṇa is certain to arrive. One should give him a welcome offering of water with flowers. He will be pleased, offer a kingdom, and completely fulfill one's every wish. One will live thousands of years, and for as long as one lives, Pūraṇa will perform the duties of a servant. He can be induced to kill anyone or let them live. He can do anything. The sadhana of Āpūraṇa. One should go to a chaitya that contains relics and recite the mantra 10,000 times. This constitutes the preliminary practice. Then, on the day of the full moon, one should offer a puja according to one's means and recite the mantra until midnight, at which time Āpūraṇa will swiftly arrive. When he arrives, he will stand in front of one and say, "What can I do for you, my dear?" The practitioner should reply, "Please be my servant," and from then on he will perform the duties of a servant. He will bring a divine yaksha maiden and offer her, disclose the location of every treasure hoard, and offer delicious divine food. Every day he will offer a pair of garments and 5 dinars. The practitioner will live 500 years. The Sadhana of Śmaśānādhipati. One should go at night to a charnel ground and recite the mantra 1008 times for 7 days. On the 7th day, one should follow the prescribed rite to offer fish, meat, sesame, rose apple, cooked white rice, curds, molasses, and milk to this great Bhūta. One should recite the mantra until midnight while burning bdellium incense. Then the sound ha ha will be heard. One should not be afraid. Śmaśānādhipati has arrived with his retinue. One should offer barley to this visitor. He will be pleased, and all the Bhūtas will become one's servants. Śmaśānādhipati will offer 8 dinars every day and will crush all one's enemies. One will live 1,000 years. The Sadhana of Kuleśvara. One should go to a temple, and after offering red perfumes, red flowers, and bdellium incense, recite the mantra 10,000 times. This constitutes the preliminary practice. At night, on the 14th day of the dark fortnight, one should prepare fish, meat, sesame, rose apple, and cooked red rice as prescribed. Burning frankincense, one should recite until midnight. Kuleśvara will then arrive in a terrible blazing form, but one should not be afraid of him. He will say, "What can I do for you, my dear?" The practitioner should reply, "Please be my servant." He will then perform the duties of a servant for as long as the practitioner lives. Every day, 3 times a day, he will offer 5 dinars and delicious divine food. The practitioner will live 500 years. The Sadhana of Bhūteśvara. One should go alone at night to a solitary Śiva linga and for 3 days offer cooked red rice, fish, meat, sesame, and rose apple. While burning incense made of goat meat and bdellium mixed with honey, one should recite the mantra 1008 times. On the first day, one will see Bhūteśvara in a dream. On the second day, Bhūteśvara will promptly arrive in person and stand in front of the practitioner. He will say, "What can I do for you?" The practitioner should reply, "Please be my servant." Bhūteśvara will remain in close attendance. He will bring an apsaras and offer her, and will describe the past, present, and future. He will give clothes, adornments, and delicious divine foods. The practitioner will live for 300 years. The Sadhana of Kiṃkarottama. One should go to a temple of Vajradhara on the 14th day of the dark fortnight and recite the mantra 10,000 times for 7 days. This constitutes the preliminary practice. Then one should burn bdellium incense and offer cooked white rice, ghee, and milk. Sitting on a seat of kusha grass, one should light a butter lamp and recite the mantra into the night until, at midnight, Kiṃkarottama arrives in person. Upon arrival, he should be given a welcome offering of water scented with white sandalwood. He will be pleased and say, "Hey, practitioner, what can I do for you?" The practitioner should reply, "Please be my servant." From then on, Kiṃkarottama will perform the duties of a servant and will offer delicious divine food. Taking the practitioner on his back, he will take him to the heavenly realm. Moreover, he will give him a kingdom and a lifespan of 5,000 years. This concludes the chapter from the great sovereign Bhūtadamara Tantra that contains detailed instructions on the sadhanas for servants.